Monday evening, Glock hit 6. DC Wolf grabbed the mic, spit them Auburn tricks. War Eagle chant echo through the mix. On that YouTube channel, Golf Sports, get your fix. Huddle up, game day replays. Highlights on deck, watch some Tigers amaze. From the field to the court, stories that blaze. DC Wolf's got the scoop, so tune in, press play. Huddle up, game day replays. Highlights on deck, watch some Tigers amaze. From the field to the court, stories that blaze. DC Wolf's got the scoop, so tune in, press play. Auburn Addicts, every move, every play. DC Wolf got the news, best believe what he say. Sunday evening 6, catch the live display. War Eagle in the house, show him the way. Recaps and stats break down so neat. From the fans in the stands to the players in cleats. Orange and blue, we never face defeat. Sunday night swag can't be beat. DC Wolf, he's the GOAT, no debate. All the big plays, hand on tape. From Toomer's Corner to Jordan Carrier Gate. Auburn reigns supreme, checkmate. Got the interviews, got the insider's view. When it's Sunday at 6, Wolves go come through. For the fans and the fam, it's a Bama coup. Smashing that subscribe, Wolves crew grew. Smashing that subscribe, Wolves crew grew.
Welcome in, Auburn Addicts-TV, and we are back again for Auburn News Today, aka Have You Heard? I got my man Nick Frazier from the Water Cooler Talk Sports. Ladies and gentlemen, Nick, what's going on, man? Talk to me. Let's go to work.
My bad. What's up? How y'all doing? Y'all doing all right? Y'all doing all right? Everything going good? We out here, we making it. Y'all doing good?
Yeah, we out here, man. You know what I'm saying? We come in, do a little work, bring in Auburn News Today, bring in the news, man. Talk about some Auburn sports, talk about some football, man. Today, welcome in to Auburn News Today, man.
Today, Nick, boy.
We're going to talk about recruiting.
Yeah.
All right. Just give a little update, a general update on recruiting. You know what I'm saying? We got official visit this week, so we can really dig into, who came in and what was said next week on Auburn News Today when we get the full story in. All right. Sir. So today we're talking recruiting. Auburn, we're going to talk some PFF stuff. Tiger think, because I got a question for you, Nick, that I want you to really ponder and think on and want the chat to think on. We're going to talk some linebackers if time permit. And EA Sports, man, the game comes out in July. So last year we did this. It was pretty awesome, man. And, players responded to it. We gave our player ratings from last year. So we're going to start our player ratings this year for EA Sports. College football 26.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
What's up, my man? Get Musty is in the house, and Get Musty told us what Get Musty mean. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was like no deodorant. We talked about this on Nick's show, Water Cooler Talk Sports. Y'all check that out. Go over there, like, subscribe, man. Follow those guys. They're on every week and every day. I'm on every week. Get Musty said Get Musty means he out here putting in work, man. Out here putting in work. It doesn't mean no deodorant necessarily, like, just like that, man. You know what I'm saying? For all those, on the dating scene, it ain't necessarily not wearing deodorant. It's out here, you know what I'm saying, putting in work. What's going on?
Gotta get to work.
Yes, sir.
Gotta get to work.
Saute. Yes, sir. All right, Nick. Let's talk some recruiting, Nick.
All right.
Talk some recruiting. All right. Auburn.
Okay.
Football transfer portal. We just finished up the transfer portal for 25, man. So, the transfer portal follows the high school. So it precedes it, and then high school, and then we'll go transfer portal again. So we got transfer portal. We are currently number 8 in the transfer portal, which is closed.
It's good.
So that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. For the 2026 class, football, Auburn is currently number 32.
It's concerning. That's concerning.
Yeah. Okay, what's concerned? Talk to me.
Well, here's the thing, and I'm gonna let you finish, and then
okay. All right, basketball, transfer portal number 7, which is good, and in the high school rankings, we are number 14 in basketball, man. So talk to me, Nick. What any of those concern you?
Yeah. The high school recruiting 32 concerns me. Reason being is, I'm prefacing by saying everybody that listen to Water Cooler Talk Sports, listen to us talk. They know that I have said that I feel like this is going to be a 10-2 season for Auburn this year and potentially a playoff berth in the college football playoff. I've been saying that since I don't know February,
Okay.
something like that.
Okay.
But why I feel that way is because of the 24 class.
Okay.
You saw how early they were with the 24 class. You know, in the April, May, June period of them actually getting that class together, and then that class being ranked higher. I think it was a top 20 class, top 15 class then. And then even last year, you know, that class that came in that ended up being a top 10 class, top 7. Even during this time of the year, that class was ranked in the top 15, close to being the top 10 class as well too. There, looking at this is a little concerning to me, because this tells me that either one or two things. That tells me that the calendar for college football is affecting recruiting.
Okay.
Or their recruits are on a wait and see approach to see what happens this year, and that the message of you coming in helping us turn this around is not resonating anymore as it once was. It's one of those two things that's telling me. So when I see this, and what I want people to understand is the reason why I feel as if Auburn is potentially going to have a 10-2 season this year is because of the talent that you got in the 24 and the 25 class. You didn't lose much out of those classes. I think stuff like that. You still have majority of that class intact, and add on top of that the transfer that you had come in as well. Now, proceeding to the future, let's say 2 years from now down the road, we look at this and we see a regression from Auburn. Could we be looking at it saying the 26 class wasn't up to par with what the 24 to 25 class was because of the talent wise? And the reason why I'm so high on Auburn this year is strictly because of just the talent that's on this team. And we are more talented than the majority of the teams on our schedule this year. That's the reason. But when we get 2 years down the road and we start having games to where we start playing the Miamis of the world, I heard potentially the Notre Dames of the world, potentially having LSU back on the schedule, potentially having still playing Georgia, who's going to get better, even though this may be a down year for them. When you still have that, will the talent still be there in order for us still be competitive? Because there are still questions about the actual coaching philosophy on the offense. But that's the reason why I'm concerned about 32.
No, that's a legitimate concern. And my question to add to that, man, is like you said, wait and see for proof of concept. What I'm wondering too in this class, and I'm kind of getting this glazed over thing with recruiting. Even though I like it and follow it, I'm getting glazed over because I'm wondering if a lot of players are waiting on who has the best NIA offer. You know what I'm saying? I wonder if that is slowing down the recruiting a little bit. Players like, you know what I'm saying? I know if I was a player, I would take my time and shop. You know what I'm saying? If NIL was a big thing, it's not big for all kids. But if it was a big thing to me, I'll take all of my take 3 visits, and, my agent's probably out here trying to up the money too if I got representation. So I wonder if different from past years, are players just waiting to see who has the best NIL package?
That's interesting, because when you look at guys like Sadarian Morgan, who's going to be a 5-star, who I think is probably the most sought after guy in his class. He's planning on committing the beginning of July. Tristan Keys has already announced his commitment to LSU. Now, like I said, it can go back and forth. If Auburn has a great season, you might get those guys back in the mix. But especially Sadarian Morgan, who's an in-state guy,
right?
With him announcing his commitment date so early before his senior year doesn't bode well for Auburn, in my opinion. Right. Just from off top and things, stuff like that. So I mean that's a legitimate concern, the NIL part of that. But I'm just wondering, like, if the NIL compensation is if it's roughly the same at these top tier schools. Like, if that's the case, if I'm getting if there's a difference of a couple $100,000 between schools for a player between schools, I mean, like, is $100,000 going to change your mind from going to this one school to another? I mean, because technically the money is still the same. I mean, $1 million is a million and one. What's the difference between 1,000,003 and a million? 1.3 and 1.2.
1.3 will get your parents off their job. They like, hey, if you go here, I could just get off my job and I can get this $100,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? Just give me, if it doesn't mean anything to you, just give me the $100,000. If
Interesting.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of, you know what I'm saying, from what I'm hearing, man, and from people I've talked to, is like, bro, parents are involved in this money thing too, bro, because some parents see this as not just a come up for the kid, they see it as a come up for themselves. And we know some parents, even with NFL players, NBA players, some parents represent in our management, even in entertainment. So parents are looking sometimes.
Shout out to Jay Daniels' mom.
Sure, yeah, you see what I'm saying? So the parent is like, dude, if you're gonna pay somebody to do this, you can just pay me to do it, and you can trust me. So parents are looking at this as a monetary come up for themselves also. So
makes sense.
Yeah, Trevelyan says faith and Freeze, man. I'm just like really like, you know what I'm saying? Bro, you shot me, Trevelyan on this. These our faithful listeners, y'all check them out, man. Trevelyan, man. Get Musty said 32 is low, but to be honest, we haven't had a winning season in a minute. It's understandable if we're being real. Yeah, it is. And they have been out punting their coverage and in this recruiting game, dude, since they've been here. So,
but the problem is you got to forecast in the future. The problem comes when you don't have a class that's as talented as what you have been putting out 2 years down the road. If you have 2 successful seasons and then you regress, people gonna be like, what's going on? And then now you're having to fight to get another class after that. They have to wait maybe 2 seasons to get back to where you were. So
absolutely.
That's the problem. This is the problem that Marcus and I talk about all the time when you have to recruit talent so much, and and even in years when you don't have the talent requisite to where it potentially could compare to other schools, that coaching comes involved. So this is the reason why we're saying that. So you have to forecast basically, and looking at that 32 next to high school recruiting just tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah,
but
we got to come up.
But they could subsequent that for a strong number 1 portal class. Who knows?
Yeah.
So it just depends. But as he says, high school recruiting is the lifeblood of. That's what he believes in. So
yeah, and then he said in these 3 classes. So this class is paramount to what he wants to do with the program. Too. Also, I wonder too if being that you have had two top 10 classes, and you have talent on this team, are they being more selective? That's a question too. You know what I'm saying? Since you're stockpiling talent, are you being more selective, saying, okay, dude, we got a base. Now we don't have to just take. Not saying that they did take in the past, but we don't just have to take players. We can select players now.
Is Auburn in the position to do that though? Because you still haven't won on the field.
I know that, but I'm wondering, based on the talent you have acquired and you've retained that talent. So now it's like, dude, when you add to that talent, you need to be adding some like really cream of the crop guys. You can kind of do that now with the amount of talent you have amassed. I don't know. That's just a question I want to throw out there. What War Eagle fam, that tiger with 6-pack down there is crazy. Yeah, we're gonna get some t-shirts.
Shout out to Tim.
Tim the two, man. What's going on? We can't really compare all recruiting with the NIL era. It's all different now with as much money as there is floating around. Yeah, very true. I agree. King of the comments, all of those things could be true. Yeah. It's a combination. Okay, so Nick, we right here, Nick. We right here.
Man.
Difference between 1 and 1.3 is basically a house. Yeah, exactly. Yes. Yeah, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's a car. That's a few cars, man. You know what I'm saying? This had always been Hugh's issue. He depends on talent too much. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right, Nick. Let's move on to the next thing. Pro Football Focus, man. This was very surprising to me, but was in a good way, man.
All right.
Check this out, Nick. Pro Football Focus, man, has given Auburn players. They have given 5 of our players, man, are in the top 10 of their respective positions in football. And we're just talking about recruiting. So, man, that tells you that Hugh Freeze is raising the talent level of this team, man. We got Keldrick Faulk is number 5 at his position. Connor Lew, number 5 at his position. Cam Coleman, number 5, wide receiver in the whole nation. And Eric Singleton is number 6. We should be putting up points, bro. We got the 2 receivers in the top 6, bro.
What's the underlining look when you look at that? What's the
Mhm.
underlining issue that you see? Not issue, but the underlining statement that you see in there. Keldrick Falk, Connor Lew, Cam Coleman all came from high school recruiting. All of them came from 24 class of
Yeah. Yep.
So I mean, when you go
That's
back
fair.
and look at that 32 ranking, that
Yeah.
tells you,
Mhm.
you know, Auburn has to have a very solid year. If Auburn goes to the college football playoff,
Mhm.
I think that shoots up
Yeah.
automatically.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
you go get Eric Singleton, who was interested in Auburn in 23, but
Mhm.
in 24, excuse me.
Mhm.
But the regime had just changed over, so he ended
Mhm.
up going to Georgia Tech. But
Mhm.
I mean, you look at that and you sit here and you say, man, you have people talking about Keldrick Falk as potentially a top 5 pick in the 26 draft.
Yep.
Connor Lew potentially could slide in the late first round, second round. Cam Coleman can come out next year, after next year, and end up being a first round pick. And a lot of people feel like Eric Singleton could be a late day 1, definitely day 2 pick. So I mean, when I say day 2, second round type guy, so there's talent on this team, and the whole notion of that we can't win. We should have won last year, but last year is over with. Let's look forward. When you look at what's on the team now, then you look at the depth behind them.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no reason why Auburn shouldn't be in the college football playoff conversation.
You said, Nick, let's look forward, man. But our next question, we're gonna look back one more time.
Oh my
one
God.
more time.
Oh man.
We're gonna look back one more time because I got a question I gotta ask you, man. I got a question I gotta ask you about that. But again, man, this is great. Shouts out to Hugh Freeze, man, for what he's doing on the Plains recruiting. It's showing up, man. We just got to show it in wins. And that's the next question I'm gonna get to as far as wins and losses. So again, Keldrick Falk, top 5 at the end position. Connor Lew, top 5 center. Cam Coleman and Eric Singleton, top 5 and 6 wide receiver, man, at their respective position. Okay, so this is let me get this so I can ask the question correctly. All right, Nick. This is the next question I want to, get your thoughts on. Get thoughts of the addicts, man. Everybody in the comments, man. While we're doing this, man, appreciate the likes, man. Appreciate that, man. We appreciate the likes, man.
Appreciate it,
man. Yeah, appreciate it. Hugh Freeze said,
okay,
and I love me some Hugh Freeze comments. Hugh Freeze said that we should have won 4 games last year. He said, yeah, we're talented, but he was like, I take responsibility for losing those 4 games. He was like, that's, I take that responsibility. He said he looked at last year and just kind of looked at the team closely and the whole season, and he was like, man, we should have won 4 more games. Yeah. And he was like, that's all on me. So give me your thoughts on that, Nick.
Yeah, this is nothing new. If you watch Water Cooler Talk Sports, I've said this. I gave you the games. I told you, Cal. You looked at the Cal game. Even with throwing 4 interceptions in that game, Auburn still lost by 7 points in that game at home. You look at the Arkansas game. Auburn should have won that game. You know what I'm saying? Even with Auburn throwing throwing 4 picks in that game. Yep. They still lost by 10 points. That's 2 right there. You look at the Oklahoma game. Auburn should have won that. Auburn was up. Oklahoma came back to win. You lost that. Then you look at Missouri. You go to Missouri, you up 17-6. The quarterback is out for majority of the game. This is the time. I mean, their offense was sputtering. The defense kept them in the game some. The offense was sputtering. Then their leader came back out. The general came back out. And guess what? He put them in position to score points. You should have won that game. And I still, to this day, I actually will put Georgia on that list.
Really?
Yes.
31-13.
That if you go back, if we go back and watch the game, going into the end of the 3rd quarter, that was a 14-10 game.
Yes,
that's what it was.
Yeah,
going into the 3rd quarter.
Yeah.
Georgia scored, made it 21-10.
Yep.
And then Auburn was driving the ball down the field in scoring position. And then on a 4th down call, you let your quarterback audible out of a play. Audible out of a play. You see him audibly out of the play, and you just let him do it without calling timeout to get everybody on one accord.
Bro, that was a soap opera last year with that right there.
The part about this is you're driving the ball against them in scoring territory.
Yeah.
You were doing great. You potentially could go put points on the board and make this a 21-17 game, and that's still a game in the fourth quarter. But I mean, the other four that I mentioned, the Cal, the Arkansas, the Oklahoma, and the Missouri game definitely should have been wins for Auburn.
I got you. Okay, I'm gonna catch up the comments and then I'm gonna give you my thoughts because I got some stats for you, Nick. What's up, Mr. Huggy? What's Huggy new name, Nick?
Legend of Sugar Williams.
No, man.
Rooster. That's what it was.
Rooster Mac. Was it Rooster Mac?
Yeah, Rooster Mac. I think that's what it was. I think that's what it was. Rooster Mac is what it was.
Good Lord, man. Auburn Dad for life. What's going on? Say what's up to the family from Auburn Dad for life. What's going on with you, man?
What up, Auburn?
Oh man, Huggy Beard. Huggy driving to pick up Nanny up. Okay. Who's Nanny? Who's Nanny? Huggy.
We don't know.
Okay. What's up, man? He said, "Baby Beard
up,
Nick."
Hey, what's up?
Oh man. Get Musty, Auburn Dad, Huggy B. What's up? So Stan Howard, what's going on? We call him is better known as the Baron of Benville.
I mean, they even know where near Benville. That's what Walmart located. What is it?
That's it. That's it. That's why.
He's
the Baron of Benville.
People be like, did he really live in Arkansas? No, he don't live in Arkansas. What y'all talking about? No. The Baron of Benville. Hey, have y'all ever gotten over that thing about him calling tight his boot?
No, man. They be still like, saying run tight, stay in heels tight. You better run. Just for y'all don't know, man. Stan came in and he was like, "Yeah, just chilling with my boy tight," but the spell correct said chilling with my boo tight. So now hey, bro, he put it in there. So now tight looking over his shoulder because he said my boo tight. But anyway, what's up, Stan? What's going on, man?
Hilarious.
Oh, y'all need to hit that like, man. Appreciate y'all, man. We appreciate y'all though, man. Got to get y'all in before I make a comment. Travell said we all saw that.
Yeah, man.
2-man speaking. Man.
Oh man.
Get the lights up, man. Everybody. So you know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all, man. Hugh not revealing any secrets. We all know that, Hugh. Okay.
Maybe it's best that he don't. I'm just gonna be real. Maybe it's best that he don't. Maybe just surprise us. Surprise us this year.
Okay. Get Musty said honest question. What's the latest on Batty? Batty? And do they just keep a scholarship for him or what? I don't know if they keep a scholarship for him or what, but it would be nice if they would. That would be a nice gesture, man. For them to keep a scholarship open. I've read something online and take that with a grain of salt because we know how media and online goes, but they say he is out of speech therapy and saying that he's probably gonna try to get back in school this fall, man. So that would be great, man. Even just seeing him on the sidelines, man, at the games would be great, man. That's it. Rooster back, man. Rooster Mac. That's what it was. Mac, man. There he is, man. Tight Sports Alabama Football Mega Cast. I just heard my name. Stan, my wife, on the holler.
Well, that was so funny because I understood what he said, but it was
it just came out wrong, man.
The way Tight said it. Tight says
with my boo.
Punctuation is key. That was the way Tight said.
Yes, it is. Yes,
that was so
man.
funny, man. I was like, wait,
it is, man. Stan Tight say his wife, we need to talk to you, man. You know what I'm saying about this boo thing, bro. Yeah, he said never seen Tight move that fast that day, DC. Yeah, man. Tight was covering himself up and everything, man. Lord have mercy, bro. Y'all wild, bro.
All right, I'm good.
Yeah, man, for real, man. Okay, man, I go back and watch shows before the season, the shows during the season. It is 180 on how we look from happy to sad. Man, bro, you better believe it. That's why, man, and I'm just like to the point where it's just like whatever, man. I'm tired of getting myself hyped up. You know what I'm saying, before the season. Because, like, again, we go through this whitewashing where we just, like, wash our brains of everything that happened the prior season as if it didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I go back and look at the games. I looked at the Iron Bowl. I just looked at the Arkansas game, which was a total debacle. Like, and I'm gonna get to that in a second. But I go back and look at those games to get me grounded. I'm not going in this season with all this crazy, just thinking more of the team than what I really know they are. And they could be. I don't know, but it was unwarranted last year, bro. Just unwarranted, man. And I agree with that, Travell. I agree with that. I would love to see him on the sidelines. Me too, man. Rooster Mac. The what?
I don't know. I don't know that one. And normally I can decipher Huggy, but I can't. I don't know that one. The cock-a-doodle. I don't know, bro.
What are they talking about? Violated, man. Okay. Well, y'all wild, man. Okay, man. All right. My thoughts, Nick, on this. My thoughts on this. Check this out.
Okay.
The 4 games. All right. Let's look at what Auburn scored on offense. Let's take out the New Mexicos and all that stuff, bro. Let's go to the D1 teams. Auburn scored 14 against Cal.
Yep.
14 against Arkansas. 21 Oklahoma. 13 against UGA. 17 against Mizzou. 24 against UK. 7 against Vandy. Jesus Christ, man. 43 against A&M and 14 against Alabama. Seemed like, bro, our sweet spot is somewhere in the 14 range. You know what I'm saying? All these games we score 14. And I look at this. Check this out, though. And this is how close we are, Nick. This is how close we are. That's an average of 18 points a game, right? Yeah. If Auburn could score 24 points, if they would have scored 24 points a game last year, man, that would have tied the Arkansas game. But that's potentially 9 wins. Just scoring 24 points. All right. Scoring 28 points, that's 10 wins with a tie against Alabama, and that probably puts you in the playoffs. Just scoring 28 points and scoring 31 points or more would be a tie with UGA, bro. You would be undefeated. That's hard to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we would have scored 31 or more points, you talking about Auburn could be undefeated. So is that big of a jump, man? Like, what is going on with the offense? We were scoring 14, 14, 21, 13, 17, 24, 7, 43, and 14 points, man.
That's a touchdown and a field goal. That's what that is. That's what it is. I mean, the thing about it is, so yeah, like in the words of Ed Darby, like, shout out to Ed. Okay. I hadn't seen him in a while, but shout out to Ed. He said, if we don't score 21, we don't win. That was the motto. That was the mantra.
That's it.
Auburn could not score 21 points in the game. We didn't have a chance of winning. Very true. But the difference is you basically saying if Auburn could have scored one more touchdown in games, Auburn would have been a bowl eligible team.
Auburn would have won probably like 8 games, man.
Auburn won 8 games. If they could have scored just one more touchdown, if they could have scored 21 to 24 points a game, if they would have done that, Auburn would have been a bowl eligible team. And that tells you a lot. That tells you how good. That tells you how good the defense was. For Auburn, for a young defense at that time, how good they were. They were holding teams to less than 28 points a game, roughly. In those, based on those numbers, they were holding teams less than 28 points a game. And you sitting here saying all we had to do was just score 24, and majority of those, and we win.
Yeah, absolutely, bro.
It's a problem. It's a problem. So I mean, that's a problem, and it's not. And we can't sit here and say it was a talent problem last year because it was not. It wasn't. You had it was Auburn's roster last year probably wasn't up to what Alabama and LSU and Georgia rosters were, but this year, this roster all across the board, you can probably say the interior defensive line is just younger. It's talent, but it's just young talent, and maybe the linebackers.
And the linebackers also, absolutely.
Maybe the linebackers just younger. But talent-wise, there's no reason why Auburn should not be in competition and not now one of these games.
Yeah, they should be competing in every game, bro. Exactly. It shouldn't be no blowouts. It shouldn't be no 31-7 games like that. No, they should be competing in every game, man. When Auburn walk in the stadium, man, it should be some fear. What's going on? C Hall late for work. LOL. What's up, man?
I got C Hall.
Somebody said playoffs. Yeah, we talking playoffs, man. We talking playoffs. Yes. No more sunshine pump. Yeah, I'm like, man, just tell me the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? Just tell me the truth, bro.
Cock of the walk. I still don't know what that means. I still don't
Okay.
know what that means, Huggy. You know you my guy. I still don't know what that means.
Tight speaking, man. Lil Huggy and Deucey.
What up, Deucey?
What's going on? Lil Huggy,
what up, Deucey? What up, Lil Huggy? How y'all feeling?
What's up, man? The cock of the walk means he runs the yard. Okay.
Oh, okay.
He
the head
rooster.
Okay.
Head rooster. I got you. Okay. That's
okay.
Auburn fan to make sure statistics skills award winning beautiful. Yes.
Wow.
Yes, Tight. Thank you, man. We appreciate that, man. Bama fans just have to know whole number. After we win 20, tutoring will be available. Okay, Tight. Okay, games got to be played, bro. Games got to play. 21. The game is almost higher than Broom Vertical. Golly!
Shout out to Jedi Bro.
Golly,
man.
Bro.
So the dude from Florida.
Come on, man.
What's the dude from Florida? That's like 400 some pounds. He had a higher vert than Jedi Broom.
Yeah. We can see that with our own eyes, though.
And shout out to Tahai Pettiford. Tahai Pettiford took over game 1 of the combine.
Yeah, man.
Just racist draft stock. Won't be coming back to Auburn. I can already tell you. That's not happening. Tahai Pettiford ain't coming back, bro.
Yeah, he's showing out, man.
Had 23 points, 8 assists, and 1 turnover.
He's showing out, bro. He's showing out, man. Terrell said all play calling, no run when we should have ground and pound. Absolutely, man. You like that's one thing like Nick them convinced me of, man, is just like game situational game planning. But it was like I looked at Hugh Freeze and said, okay, man, I diagnosed the plays, went back, looked at them, I'm like, okay, there's people running wide open. The plays work. Hugh Freeze plays work, but a greater thing is just going with what is the strength of your team versus what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? And we had one of the best backs in the SEC, if not the best back in the SEC, and didn't lean on this dude. And what did you say the throw to run percentage was for last year? Did you say
61% pass to 39% run?
It's no way you should be only running the ball 30-some% of the time with Jacquez Hunter in the backfield. It's just no way, dude, especially with a young receiving core. Why would you put it all on the young receiving core when you got a veteran backfield like that? And then the offensive line is better at run blocking than pass pro. But it's like you're going to go and just put everything on pass pro and young receivers, man. You can't make that make sense. So I agree with that wholeheartedly. All right, Nick. I want to talk about linebackers because I want to bring focus to every position group before the season starts.
All right.
With the transfers going in, coming out, new people coming in high school, man. Who do we have on this team? Let's go linebackers, man, today.
Yeah. You're looking at Bryce Dees in this class that just came in. JJ Falk, same guy. Everybody knows how I feel about my guy, Elijah Melendez.
JL.
Captain America right there, man. They gave him serum. He going to play this year and he going to ball out. Trust me. That.
Okay.
Believe that. Elijah Melendez is going to be a baller this year on this defense. Xavier Atkins, who's transferring in from LSU, got some SEC experience there. Caleb Wheatley. There you go. Got him at the bottom. DeMarcus Riddick. Everybody is excited about what Riddick is going to do this year. Robert Woodyard, who's potentially going to be that Mike linebacker for Auburn this year. In the middle, DJ Barber. Man, I just hope he get an opportunity because once he get on the field, people don't see it. And then, of course, Caleb Wheatley, transferring from Maryland. 1 year left. He's gonna come in and add some more veteran depth to the linebacker core. The thing about the linebacker core is there's talent there, especially with Melendez, Riddick, with Bryce Dees, with Woodyard. But when you add in a Tiller and a Wheatland there on that back end part for some depth, for some veteran depth, it's gonna be, it gives them a little bit, of experience. But you still got experience too, because you had DeMarcus Riddick that played in some games as well.
Absolutely,
he got some significant playing time. Robert Woodyard has some experience.
You did too. Yep.
No, just wasn't consistently starting or playing as much, but he still has experience playing. But I'm telling y'all, man, watch out for Elijah Melendez. Melendez is going to be eye popping off the field. I'm telling y'all, watch out, Elijah Melendez.
I want to see DJ Barber, man, and I don't know how his side to side speed kind of equates to SEC ball. I haven't seen it yet. I know in high school it was pretty good side to side, and him beating the linebacker even before they crossed the line of scrimmage was great, man. I just like, man, he is hard nosed, bro. That dude will put a hat on you. So Just looking forward to seeing him. All right, Nick, before we get out here, let's do this. Let me catch up. See somebody saying something over here. Oh, this tight. 39%. I'm jealous. Yeah. Alabama was not running the ball either last year, which is crazy. Me and Nick do this every year, man. We do NCAA player ratings, man. So you can just follow along with this, man. Just think what you think these players are going to be rated. And it's kind of like a ABCD thing. So, and this was shocking right here. We're gonna rate them. Nick, I want your rating for this year.
Okay.
DeMarcus Riddick. Last year, when he came in as a freshman last year, he was rated a 76.
Yep.
Okay, he's currently rated a 76 on the game. What will DeMarcus Riddick's rating be in the new NCAA 26 game, man?
I'm gonna go 80.
80.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna say DeMarcus Riddick jumps up a whole 9 points.
Whoa, really?
85. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Now you know 85 on the game. 85 on the game when you recruit. That's okay.
That's pretty good. That's
okay.
Pretty good. I think he's gonna jump up to 85.
85. That's a strong leap. That's a strong leap.
I think he'll make a strong leap, man, in this game.
I'm gonna stick with 80. I'm gonna stick with 80.
All right, man. Let's go. Robert Woodyard. He was a 77 in the game.
I'm gonna probably go. I'm gonna go a whole 2 points. 79.
Okay. I'm gonna go 80. I'm gonna go 80. I'm gonna go 80. Okay. Let's go Bryce Dees. No,
Bryce
right.
Dees.
He's just getting on the game. What is his initial rating? What will his initial rating be? And we were rating really high last year.
We surely was.
We was like, bro.
I'm gonna give Bryce Dees 75.
I agree with you. 75. I'm getting Bryce Dees 75. Yes. All right. Xavier Atkins. 68. Yes.
Oh, he didn't play. He didn't even play on the game. So if he is 68, so let's see. 68 last year. Man, this one tough because he transferred schools. He gonna get some playing time, but I'm trying to see, like, do they see him as a I'm gonna put him around that 76 mark.
Yeah, I was thinking around. I was thinking he'll make a jump to like a 75, 76.
I'm gonna put him at 76 mark.
Okay, I'm gonna say 75. Okay.
Wheatland was a 74.
Yeah, yeah, man. They were great, dude. I'm telling you, we really just kind of was guessing too high. Whelan was a 74, man.
74. Let me see. Let me do a little research real quick before I make this because
okay.
I want to see something real quick before I say that. Hold up. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Wheatland. I'm gonna go 7. They increase him to 77. I'm gonna say he goes to 77, man.
Let me hold up. Wait a minute.
That's what I'm saying. And while you're doing that, I'm anybody what's up, Wade? What's going on, Wade? How you doing, man?
74. 74.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say he probably go to like 75, 76, maybe.
Okay. Yeah.
Probably is where I probably go.
Yeah. I'm going.
I'm gonna go 76. 76.
Okay. All right. And JJ Falk.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 74.
Okay, I'm gonna go 76.
Okay.
DJ Barber.
DJ Barber was a 70.
No, I'm okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. DJ Barber was a 70.
I'm gonna stay at 70.
Okay, I'm gonna give him a 73.
I'm gonna stay at 70.
Golly, man. I gotta be rough looking at your score, bro. If you ain't, you know what I'm saying? I gotta be rough looking at it and you ain't got on the field yet, and you know you better.
That's the reason why. That's the main reason why I think you're gonna be at 70. Yeah.
Elijah Melendez, man.
This is your guy. This is my guy right here.
This your guy.
78.
I think they're gonna give Elijah like a 75.
75. Okay.
Yeah, 75. Yes, sir. Nick.
Yep.
Where can they find you, brother?
Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. We are here on these YouTube streets Monday through Friday, unless something comes up and we can't pop on. But normally, we here every day, Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. Join us around the water cooler here at Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. We appreciate y'all so much. Right now, we're breaking down Auburn's 2025 schedule. We're going to start on that tomorrow. We'll be breaking down Arkansas. No, not Arkansas. Excuse me. Who's at the Arkansas? Kentucky. We'll be breaking down Kentucky tomorrow, man. I forgot who we breaking down. But yeah, we'll be doing that tomorrow, man. So join us over there, man. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Water Cooler Talk Sports as well.
Yes, sir.
Auburn Addicts, man. We appreciate y'all so much.
Water Cooler Talk Sports. Check it out, man. What's up, Hugh Hallbone in the house?
Good Hallbone, what up? What up?
Good evening. Everybody is good evening. Everybody is good evening. Everybody's good evening. If I was a fish, I'd be the weather. LOL. That's what's up, man. And I am DC Wolf, man, for Auburn Addicts-TV, man. You can find me on all platforms at Auburn_Addicts on all.
Shout out to my guy Wade. What up, Wade?
Yeah, Wade is in the house, man. What's going on, Wade? How you doing, man? Wade, has everything, we're gonna ask the last question of the day, has the freight picking up or slowing down? Talk to me, Wade, and we're gonna get out of here, man. On Wade's answer.
I'm pretty sure it's picking up. It's starting to get hot.
Shout out everybody. Wade,
which tells me that fuel is expanding. It's not, you don't have to use the additives anymore. It's expanding now. Probably, but I'm good.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Try to see if Wade is freight. Is it any different? Is it slow, fast? You know what I'm saying? Wade might be
probably slowing down. It could be slowing down.
Could be. It's still rolling.
Still rolling. That's what I'm talking about. Keeping America moving. Keeping America moving,
man. Shout out to the truck drivers, man. Shout out to the first responders. Shout out to the ladies and men in the armed services who allow us to do what we do. Get on here and just talk football, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Oh my God, bro. I gotta hold. We was about to get out of here. I gotta hold up the show for this one, man.
Yeah, man. This been a while. It's been a while. Felix the cat.
Felix the cat. What's up, man? We gotta hold up the show, man.
Shout out to Felix.
Hold up the show for Felix, man.
O'Malley the alley cat. That's what that he like. O'Malley the alley cat. Y'all remember the aristocrats? The aristocrats.
Yeah. He said ain't miss a beat. That's what's up, man. All right, man. We'll see y'all next week, 6 p.m. Eastern. King Commentary, new show coming at you, joining the event. What?
No, for real? Wait. Time out. Terrell, are you playing with these folks or are you being serious? Which
Terrell, you coming out with a show?
You coming out with a show called King Commentary? For real?
Looking forward to it, baby boy. Looking forward to it.
Terrell, you can't be playing with the people. You cannot be playing with the people,
man.
You can't be playing with the people. You got it. Is this for real? We need confirmation.
King Commentary. I like it, man. I like it. Now you get it. Yeah, we got it. We got it. We got it, man. We got it. That, you know what I'm saying? That'd be even doper if you was a South Carolina fan, man.
It would. Look, tight is surprise.
Yeah, man.
Tight surprise.
Okay, see you next time.
Shout out to Felix.
Okay, keep us posted, man. Keep us posted. We got to keep us posted.
That sound like it ain't coming. That's what it sounds like.
All right, man. We'll see y'all, man. Me and Tight on 6 at Wednesday. Iron Bowl debate. The Rooster Mac is out, man. Yeah. Everybody is out, and the show